Alright guys, so I've noticed something in the collective going on lately, and there seems to be a theme since New Year's, and that's everyone's like cleaning all their stuff out. Um, I myself am cleaning all my stuff out, and if you check it out, I should have shown you guys before and after pictures, but my room is an absolute disaster. I have this is amazing compared to what it was. Finally organized my closet. It's not done yet, but you can actually get into it. Still have to go through all this stuff. But check this out. I still have not unpacked that box because I don't have any room. Those clothes are all to be sold or donated. Um, my desk, I moved in here in April. My desk is not organized so that I can even use it. Going through all of that. And then there's this extra clothing rack of clothes that I was going to do something with. Some of them are repairs, some are to be sold, some are to be donated, and some were things that I was going to remake that I got from a secondhand store or vintage. But today, because this has been a process that I've been going through, and I've noticed a lot of my other friends have been going through it too. But this entire drawer. Let me try to turn the camera around so you can actually see it. Oh, I don't think it'll let me. Oh, it's taking pictures. Just kidding. Okay. Well, we'll try to do it. That entire drawer was so full that you couldn't close it. And I just cleaned out took out all the paperwork, shoved it in a bag, and then just, finished going through that. I had two grocery shopping bags full of paperwork, a bunch of files to go through, and then this entire box was full. So right now I'm really just going through paperwork and filing it like that. Or this. This is just the beginning. This thing's gotta be a few pounds. But this is a thing. If you're somebody that collects clutter, I tend to hold on to things because I think that I'm not going to be able to afford to buy new things, or I hold on to it because I think I can add value to it and make it into something else, or I hold on to it because it's sentimental and I have a feeling or emotion tied to it, or with paperwork, I shove it in a drawer and totally dissociate from looking at it, being responsible for it. And that was never a thing that I used to do when I was younger. I was extremely organized, categoried, everything. Loved reading a textbook from front to back. Loved everything organization. My closet was color coordinated, sleeve and then collar coordinated, like a freaking psychopath. But I think ever since my mom died, my sole purpose when she was sick was taking care of her. So my job from 2010 on was trying to take care of her through her illness, and then I completely let myself and my life go. From that, when she died, it was just trauma after trauma. That was a massive trauma in my life. And then I lost my aunt, my uncle, two uncles, my grandma, my dog, my cat, all within a year. And then I got into a relationship that was less than ideal. Started off great. He ended up being super abusive. Did that dance for a year and a half. And so I just let all the things I was supposed to be responsible for go. I worked nonstop. I worked 7 days a week, doubles and triples on weekends. I got really sick. I accrued a whole bunch of debt, over $10,000 in debt, and then I worked really, really hard to pay it all off, and I paid it off in a year coming from a really low income. I was a waitress. But still, even after that, then I went through a divorce, which completely wrecked me. And any bit of organization I was trying to get back, it was like re-traumatized and went back into that childlike state of just trying to take care of myself but not taking care of the adult things that I needed to take care of, like the paperwork, being on time with bills, and where my finances at, like tracking finances. Um, so the last, I would say since 2017, 2018, I'm finding paperwork in here from like 2017. Now I know my dad and his wife has helped me go through it before, and I've gotten rid of stuff. Um, but since like 2017, which would be around when I got separated or divorced, I don't even remember. Normally for me, I write things down and I know exactly where that paper or document is, where I can figure out that information. But the last few years, I really haven't like tracked anything, labeled anything. Papers have been all over. So I've spent the last 2 hours going, like, ransacking this, like savagely going through this paperwork, tossing stuff I hope that I don't need. But I feel this energy coming up, this like uprising, a little bit of anger, a little bit of agitation, just wanting to finally get rid of stuff. I just feel like I can't go on. I cannot go forward. I cannot pick up another job and get busy, and start these companies that I want to start without first cleaning this out. And I think that's why I'm really not moving forward, is because energetically I'm like, I can't handle anything else. Cannot handle anything else until I get this cleaned out and out of my house and organized. So this is just the beginning, like phase 2. I have to, so look, you can't even get through there because all these clothes. I do have a filing cabinet, and if you can barely see the gray of it. Inside that filing cabinet is a whole bunch of papers I stuffed in there. So we'll see if I get through it today, but I've been up since 4:50 a.m. and I have this crazy surge of energy to just like manically go through paperwork. And it's a really good feeling. I'm already like, even just that little bit of paperwork, I'm already feeling so much lighter in my room. I'm now going to have an empty box I can put those clothes in to carry them out and do something with them. But I really recommend this. My friends are outside on their lawn, north of here, doing the same thing with their entire house. Their entire family is detoxing everything. And believe me, like, this is a detox on every level. On every level. Everything relates spiritually on every level. So if you're carrying a bunch of stuff in your house, a bunch of bulk, you're probably carrying a bunch of memories in your body, in your mind, which is creating a lot of density. So if you want to offload some density, take some weight off your shoulders, organize your life, lighten your load, get rid of your stuff. I mean, this stuff has been in boxes for like the past 2 years. I've moved and moved and moved. It's been in storage. And I'm like, no, I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that. But then have I used it in a year and a half? No. So get on Facebook Marketplace, start selling stuff. Go on Poshmark, sell your clothes. Go to the local whatever shop and try to sell it or donate it. Or you can properly dispose of it if it's absolute garbage, but it's more than likely something that somebody else could use. So really, I promise you, if you declutter, it's going to feel better. And I think the easiest way to do that is like it's like Maria Kondo says, whatever, pick something up in your hands, whatever doesn't bring you joy, you got to get rid of it. And you can do this in levels. It doesn't have to all be at once. So get rid of the things first that you want to get rid of, and then come back and do like another sweep through. It can be a process, but on a day like today, when you have a bit of time and you got that energy, just do it. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Don't worry about scheduling it. Just get up and do it. Even if it's just, one thing that you throw away, 2 things you throw away, 3 things you throw away. Your life depends on this. More and more these days, people between their 20s and 30s are becoming nomads. Like, we are going back to the traveling days. It is going to be so much easier in your life when you don't have to pack up like a massive moving truck and move all this crap. And believe me, over the years, shit accumulates. It accumulates. So take it from me, who has been a pack rat for the last few years, thinking that if I lost all this stuff, I would have nothing and never be able to accept anything in. I feel the energy moving right now. I am moving that energy. I'm tossing this stuff. I want maybe new stuff, like less stuff. Definitely less stuff. But if I get anything new, it's going to be something that I'm going to actually use. Which there are, well, like 2 or 3 things I'm looking at. I really want a surf watch, a waterproof surf watch, and a waterproof case for my phone. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, check that gray hair out. Thread of wisdom. Listen to me. Clear your stuff out. Bye, guys. Have a good day.